All right, another week, another update. And really, what I'm going to be updating on this week is the fact that I didn't really do that well this week. I was actually really motivated this week. I was busy with some stuff, and it meant I kind of pushed language learning to the side a little bit. I actually had a plan to do a full day of immersion. Long story short, it didn't work out. And so, leading up to that, I pushed off even doing anything that had to do with Japanese learning. And so when it came time to actually do it, I ended up not doing very much. And yep, kind of feels like a week wasted, at least in terms of Japanese learning. But you know what? I want to turn the bad thing into a good thing. And I want to reevaluate everything that I'm doing now, these videos, and also my studying habits, and look at the past few weeks and see if I was really making a lot of progress. And in some ways, I think I was making some good progress. I was doing some good things, setting some good habits. But at the same time, I think I could be doing a lot better. So, for the next few weeks, I want to be changing how I do some of this stuff. And one thing that I want to talk about is polyglots. If you don't know what that is, it's basically someone who knows how to speak a lot of languages. And something that people like that do, especially people who make videos about it, which some people might call this cheating, but I wouldn't. Something that these people do as a technique is that they memorize all of the different phrases and conversations that you would have with someone when you're first talking to them, such as, hello, how are you doing? My name is, and then you memorize the responses that they might have, such as, oh, I'm doing good, how are you? That type of thing. And, especially the very basic questions like, why are you learning this language? And then you would memorize the response as well as what they said, and you'd kind of be ready for it. And so, although that's not really being fluent, it's more like memorizing a script and then kind of going off sort of an ad-libbed type of script, because you can never really fully predict what people are going to say, but you can definitely predict some of the first few responses. That kind of thing is, again, maybe something some people would think is like cheating, but I mean, the effort and dedication into doing all of that memorization is insane, so I don't see it as anything different. I think that it's probably a really good method to start out learning something, because it will, of course, you're going to be memorizing things and learning new words, as well as putting them into practice. And even though it might be a little bit of a script, or more going off of a memorization rather than thinking of it in the moment, it's probably a really good way to kind of build the pathways in your mind and be able to kind of recognize patterns, speech patterns, cadences, pronunciation, grammar patterns, all of that kind of thing. I think I've got a lot of that built into my mind already, but to be able to have the confidence to speak, I think I need to start going off of something a little bit more focused than what I've been doing. So I might write out a little bit of a script here and there. I might end up focusing a lot of my attention on one thing. I've kind of done that a little bit, so to talk about what I've been doing when I have been practicing Japanese, which hasn't been that much, I basically think of a very loose topic, or a specific thing, and then just kind of try and think about it in Japanese. And that's about it. That's all I do. And then speak it. I think if I focused a little bit more onto it and memorized more of the words that I want to say, and maybe even wrote it out as a script, I could actually convey the entire thought, which I haven't been able to do so far. So, for the future, that's kind of what I want to do. And I've been doing that a little bit here and there in these videos where I focus on one specific thing. And and I want to go back to doing that. So this might be a little bit rambly way to say that future videos are going to be a little bit different. But also I just wanted to take this as a way to kind of be like, hey, you know, not every week's going to be as productive as you want it to be. Not every week is going to be as good. You're not always going to meet the goals that you have. But also, I guess, if you don't set goals, which I didn't totally set a goal for the week. That's not true. I did set a goal, and I didn't meet it. Yeah, sometimes it feels really bad, but you can always push it into the next thing and continue on rather than feel bad about it. So, yeah, just a quick update for the week. Hopefully next week I'll be a lot more focused. So, kind of focus everything on a specific topic. And yeah, that's it. All right, bye.